Hi lovely viewers, it's me again, your one and only Mutati Mpundu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting the red subscribe button down below and turn the bell icon to join the notification squad. Don't forget to like, share and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you lovely viewers.
Program yenu tunaikonga sana. Kwewa imenina kubantu kono swale chula. Tunga matampo kulalanda ali UPND kwa tumule itasha. Kwewa mipula mistari polo tuweti niletu. Ama poli tusuwa tufile kuya senda tufile tuwa lolesha abantu kwa wale chula. Mama na UPND nga yale chitabu ino teti niletu. I've never been a UPND and I've never liked teaching. But they just got to take care of him. I think I'm going find out I've been supporting him right now. The business and I church after I started praying, the business and the share river waste up there. I however, thought the woman got to clean up a patari in the hour. Based on Oksanga, 21 of Masku. And we under free education, you know, for the woman, prefer Strava among from Zava Namapu. Mamma, they don't pass on the swap on the end of come on. I said, for program, and she day in the road. Na tumaponi chindi muroso na ingira munga kwa ruta tabana balie imagine kwa kutira tunokulya konze tubechura bate ali kuchura kuti twachura bya kutira trade doc nebinya kwe pachitatuiro twachura nokulya mbona ukude these are basic things that umuntu yonzakwira kwanisha mamona but leso ngatama Zambians nokulya konze baletirwa mamona so bayiche chinga baleteka bume kusanga traba support so ngopo mpiro kuchita mufure mwana olesha percentage y'abantu bingo fo balechura bayiche nga balechita bwino koze nga twali batemene bakusanga ati abantu abengi balechura batete nibe mama abalesanga bwino bano na bena balesanga bwino bali abali pamungu bali na bena bali wini na kuchali munala mpele kisakwata bena diswanyisa.
Wait a minute. I want us to be logical and contextual. From what you are saying that HH is doing well. I mean, we would support him. But I want to ask you,
exactly.
Do I give you an impression that I support HH and I support the wrong things that are happening in the UPND?
No, support what I'm support like that. If you stick a feel like support, no. But if today and the provider, personally, I'll be honest with you. Like UPND I would give them maybe 1 out of 10. Because Nangwinga pali CTF nakadoko yali, but I think it depends on
let's go. I want us to be contextual. Kuli ine tranda pali ine. Mushamula ngufu hapo ndevo kwa bati yoba UPND na bachita wino haka inde ichile mali wino. Mushamula ngufu hapo ndela ndefyo.
Yeah, but sometimes batari mulaseleza sana kuli ba HH like no.
How? Jebeniko.
Done well like
na papa tamu mbepesha iyoeneyo ine to say HH I have done well. Never. I've never said that. Never. So
you remember last time when you were supporting the UPND when you were into you trained up with PF Manda Edgar Lungu teacher Kwanche Shana Shani. Remember very well.
I said that, but I never said. But by the fact that I say uyu does it mean that we initially reached the window? Yeah,
but okay. So this is over there. Is going understand what I mean?
But I speak for people. That's a fact. That's what I'm saying. Because the way you are coming out is like I don't look at the plight of the people, but that is what I do. This is why I'm even here. So I feel that much as I want advice, but that advice, I mean, it should make sense. Not even though when sense. Anyway, I've gotten your point. Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
President Tari, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I wanted to comment on the previous callers' assertions. Now, to begin with, you have guided us on what we are supposed to talk about. I do not know where CTF is coming in. I do not know the connection between you and your political career in CDF, which he is talking about. He has told us about his so many problems that he's not able to take children to school. I wonder what that has to do with you. And this is one of the major problems which we suffer from as Zambians, because we tend to always divert our attention. Let's stick to your political journey. You have asked a very good question. People in UPND, they complain that you are aligned to PF, and the people in the PF now are accusing you of being bought. The question is, where have you gone wrong? Let people point out what makes them feel that you are biased towards one political party against the other. The previous caller was trying to say that you somehow support UPND. You have asked him to point out where you are clearly coming out supporting UPND. He has failed. Today he's telling us now that no, I have never liked HH, but if HH had governed well, maybe we would have supported him. We are not talking about HH. The topic of discussion is not HH. The topic of discussion is President Chilufyatayali's political journey. Where has he gone wrong? For those who keep on condemning him to say he has gone wrong. So I just wanted to comment on that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Indeed, it's about me. Where am I going wrong? Because you blame me. Here. I want to hear, to say, no, like here you did something. This is what you did. You should have done this. That's what I want to hear. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello, Ndubandi.
Vamatero Sugar, na mwana mkwata device.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? I can hear you. Yo, alandeni ma ture umfwa. Nipesa kwa ture. Ah, tatua mwana poka ili fo tulimbutushi.
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you. Please go.
If you have a date to me and you want to put him supporter, hello? Okay, if you have a want to put him on the supporter UPND. Seriously, we know I'm gonna mona what you said to UPND government direct that we know. Mufuna maranda. Kai mulanda chishinga imo kutwanishiwa mwamona. So if you have a bantu, seriously we know I'm gonna mufimona bantu awo support abo ngatabali bwino. Get more support. So if you have a we feel we know gonna support UPND government. Kana mumona UPND government na ibomba. Apart kwa the thing is ya kulanda ba chilifia tayari.
Okay, hello. Hello? Hello?
Hello. Hi.
Yes, hi.
Hi, right. Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to be able to talk to you over your political, I don't know how you call it.
Yes.
But I just want to echo a few guys who have spoken earlier on. I think for me, the problem that I have, not just with you, but I think with a lot of we Zambians, is we tend to think that the government makes a lot of money. The money the government makes that these people are stealing from us, it's we, you and I, who pay when we pay tax. The government, if anything, they spend a lot of money. Now, when it comes to you, one thing that I don't like about
me,
I mean, when you formed this political party, I actually wanted to be one of your guys that I would contribute something.
Okay.
Not just to donate something, because you are young, you are quite very articulate when you're making your points across. And for me, because of that, I thought, I actually told my partner, I said, you know what, I'm gonna be donating to this guy. But to be honest with you, Brother Tayali, you need to move away from PF. Because we educated young people,
Mm.
we know what we went through during PF. I don't even live in PF, you can tell. I don't even live in Zambia, you can tell from my number.
Mm.
But there are times I'll be in Lusaka and I want to wear a red t-shirt and I was told not to.
Mm. Mm.
I mean, you yourself, I don't understand. You went through a lot, PF. The fact that you seem to have forgotten and all your problem with persecution, you just push it to UPND. I remember your suit being torn. I think it was at the court. I can't remember very well. We want you to be very objective the way you are. Distance yourself from these guys. They were not okay with economy. The economy was extremely very, very bad during them. I don't understand HH's politics, but you can tell that he's trying so hard to fix something. PF, there was nothing that they were fixing apart from just making cadres, some of them who were just criminals in the bus stop, to be so rich, better than lawyers. Come on, guys. Getting back to the point, brother, I can tell you this. If you move away from Edgar Lungu and all his clones, I can assure you, some of us will join your party and will start donating, because one thing you have is you are young, okay? We like it. We don't want to be led by 70-year-old man. He should be preparing for his retirement, okay? We need a young people like you to be in politics, okay? Just move away yourself from these PF guys and just be yourself. Why is it that you align yourself to a party that actually I remember during Kalimansh, I don't know what you said about Kalimansh. They picked you up. And here we are. You are supporting Edgar Lungu. That for me as a young person, I don't like it. I don't know how old are you, but I'm 45. I don't like it. I think you're not being serious. Okay?
Thank you.
These are people that we should see them move away from politics. Let's fix Zambia. I think UPND, you might not like them or what. I can see that trying to fix something. There is stability. I mean, there is order in the country. You can say anything. Right now, we are able to say anything without fear that the police will knock on the door. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, let him follow the Bowman Usambo type. Those people who put hands in our pockets. Because that's our money, we pay tax.
Okay,
let
my brother.
Follow them. Let him imprison them. That's what the core you need to support, brother Tari.
My brother, I've heard your point. I've gotten your point. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, President.
I'm Kwashan.
If it reach we know, otherwise, we will undergo panono. Mukambana wa Lungu kuno ku Zambia. Aha, imwe kumbali yano muba titandizira kuno ku Zambia. Kulibe party amekakambe kuti imwe party inamvulani angati invesera mwamene mumakambira nthawi zonse pa WhatsApp apa. Imwe mumakamba mkulingana na mwamene chifunikira kukambi mwamene chifunikira kunkalira. Pamene imwe mukamba kuti itasoni toipa kusaoneka kuti wina amugulani imwe iyayi. Koma ngati futi ife tabene bake kuona sabuka kuti pamene imwe mutati baizi ni bachabe mumaleka kusukulu kwa kaena babola vaonekera pamaso poyera kuli kuno mazambia munali kutuza kuti imwe vulikani menso kuli zinthu zichitika mu Zambia ewa muchibemba mwazogamba ati kuti amene tsaza amene sama nkalamu azakapezekamo muchibemba mwene mumakambira na imwe ataya
no shani mwaka
wamo akawamo ndiye pamene tafika pali lero pa export pali lero so imwe muli bonto kuti ni bokuyiwa kuli ba UPND kunga mwamene mamkonkerani muli pa neutral kukamba chazoona. For example hapa kuli ma election ku Petauke vaona na family vichitika mu Zambia vaona kuba ntu vaona va opposition family vichitika mu Zambia but vando kainira wake uyu wake ni chani chamchichitika chamchichitika ni chani mu Zambia vaona no maibiri ya uzi muno tiviri pabuma abipoipa manje wanga uyu aika so embekezani kwa 2026 itipete kwenda kavota na UPND na kulinza wa kateka
zikomo hello
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, I just want to talk about the man who called previous, like, talking on about HH. Because, okay, the main area here, we're not here to talk about other parties. We don't care whatever UPND do. And I can say that whatever UPND do, it is working on its own. And it has nothing to do with your party. I come now to you. We don't need to be talking about UPND or PF. It's just part of an advice.
Okay.
You just need to work extra hard. I'll give an example of UPND. Those people, they had to contest for a long time. I think by the time when I began to know UPND, I was young. So now, 2021, when they have made it, I'm telling to you, you are still energetic and young. You can also think them to work on your party. Maybe in 2026, you can win. Who knows? You are just God sent as well. Everyone who is a leader, they are God sent. But he chooses his own. So don't lose hope. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good evening, bro.
Good evening.
Good evening, bro.
Yeah, good evening, my brother. Good evening.
I've really struggled to get through today.
Thank you.
Bro.
Thank you. Please advise me. Where am I going wrong? What should I do?
Oh, yeah. All right. So, I'd like to mention that, you're a great guy. Very frank. You're a great guy. Every person... Are you getting me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you. Please go ahead.
Oh, sure. You're a very great guy. Every person makes mistakes. And I would like to say, if I were you, I don't think I would have done any better. That is the truth. And we must all accept. But allow me to mention two things. I won't take offense, but I'm trying to be as frank as possible.
Please, I need that.
Number one,
that.
Sure, indeed. So number one, I think sometimes the manner in which you do things makes us think that you are in politics more for personal monetary gain than, for politics and to help the country. There's a saying in which you do politics that makes people, or that makes me think that you are probably more into politics for money, for self-aggrandizement than for the sake of politics. That's one thing. And then also, like I said, you're a very great guy and you do things that most of us cannot do. But when you start saying, when I stick to something, things happen, I do this, sometimes you make people think like you're boasting and the moment that element of boasting comes, otherwise, like, not many people can do what you're able to do. My brother, if things have gone wrong politically with you, it's just nature. Things sometimes happen, but one day you'll be okay. But otherwise, those are the two things that I thought I should point out to you.
I appreciate my brother. I really appreciate. Thank you very much. Hello?
Bashikia mwabomba shani.
Mkama bombeni.
Network nayo ishupa kuno kumwezi ku Zambia. Naina tira mpose pokwena.
Emkwai. Ni pansa kalero tudi.
Pa first nare sakamana sana. Tinomba ushabashikia bayimini na pesa. Lero barande paras na sasa ngachawe bashikia ni ba politician. Then ni politician ulanda iringi mukulanda kwa malande chinka. Nicho echakwe batirero nga mwalala ndefisuma yafyo bachitere ba UPND aba bari kuri ruru bari baramuna kwati mwa support ba UPND bamwalanda fyo bachitere wa opposition ifisuma ba UPND baramuna kwati mule supporta ba opposition lero mukwipifya advice nika mipera bashikia imwe mwa ba politician yabachine ngafira fini mulanda tumali sources fyo tamwako hata chishinka sana nomba bushe tichawasha ninga mwali join ba UPND rulia mulero lela mali sausage no kukwata experience ngafira mutweba otherwise ine mkumona kwa ndinga mwali wa join mwabomba na bena tichaisa bafye wino opinion yanti ba shikia kwena wabombe wino
natotera sana thank you. Hello?
Yes, our President Chufia. This is Marembeka from Zambia.
Please go ahead now, Marembeka.
Yes, what I've realized is that you are a very good and great leader, Mr. President. The only problem is that you are trying to find a balance between making sure that you speak for the truth. At the same time, you need to survive because of a number of things that are surrounding you. So that sometimes affects your judgment and the manner in which you react to issues. Because you are like a prisoner who the people are supposed to attack, at the same time are the people who also have the power to your freedom. So that at sometimes makes it very difficult for you to navigate between the two. But what I can say is, may God be on your side so that when these things are over, then you be the true ground will manifest in which the true self will be able to come out in yourself. That's what I know about you. That's what I can say for now.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I'm going to respond at the end of it, all these things that you are saying. I will respond to some of these things. Not really to water down the advice that you have given me, no, but just to where I'm able to give clarification or to give a little bit of an explanation, I will do it. So, but for now, let me just get your views. Then I will, at the end of the day, I will respond. I'm taking points of everything that you are saying. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Mkwai. Au kuchula kwena kuchula.
Kairi mwe kuchulo kutembea kumuteni. Iyo ori kuchari kwa wene. Ati kwa chom. Uwa mtu shumbe pita.
Chachini.
Enjikai. Kwena mwita kamena okunde kuta mwalisha kyoruku. Aina ngonde kutibuna kuchari kwa kaina. Mushemule ngumfa batayari.
Emkwa mule ikatisha kofie, mule ikatisha kwa issue so that tule umfabu no win.
Oh, issue nde alekeni njika kabirira muchwa nde chitekintu wali rumonde kapa.
Emkwa ina balande.
Batayari. Ukusada kwa chipani imwenda mwalando kusiza mureko okutapota UPND. Ito nisa mukenta pari ungeni uinda mimi ya pansa nguyo. Mure mumfo ndeme watayari.
Emkwa.
Kanshito chava. Imanga mwatala poko ya jintu na na mona chava tebu. Nishikuwa pali ndamini na mukira. Yo wewe chintia kali walufya yao. Ngombe chinga chako yati. Abantu kwatingeshi kwetuomba ite dia shimwa ikira wana muti. Ya kwa nini nechitinta ngombe kutense kwa kufumia poetika Mungu. kati akatikisa chenese cho chiki vantu vatata vadya kwena nze mufyo vatwaya nga sekta yesu ya attracting sekta yesu awo kanjinjire monapo mkuka ulikuwa lwakwe na mutegenyezo nzo ingapo na kwa ile kunyako vatata yesu apa twalima vye chitinga ngombe kwa hawa malegend nasika zote kwa kwenye sababu kwa shida ni kutoka mkongo na nini inavyotoka so shonisa mbushe na tota watu kule uno.
Thank you very much Dr. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, President Moen.
Yeah, I'm quiet. I don't know if I should respond to some of these issues. Then I take phone calls again. Okay, so let me just respond to some of these. Let me respond to some of these comments that you have already made. Let me just respond. One of the callers said, move away from PF. Move away from PF. Of course, I'm sure with that comment, somebody else would also say, move away from UPND. Okay? I think it would go with one of these callers would say, don't talk about PF or don't talk about UPND. Just talk about your own political party. I think that's how I would combine the response. You see, the challenge that is there in politics is that you need the support of others. This is what I've come to learn in politics. Politics is, you can't be on your own. You need others. Yes, we are individual political parties, but you need others. It's just like that. You need others, especially when you are a small political party. Especially when you are a small political party. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yes, Honor.
Yes, sir.
Yes, me. Murishani.
Wina from Kwai.
Mkwai. Ati mina kuno. Ichako batila kwa kiwi batari mwani kumutimo suma. Bantu amipishamo kusikuli wapi na yupi. Timu kwa zingista ya kulanda. Alungu wawele pona apota wa kainde. Umwali kwa tumtimo kwa kuwera no kulanda eveni. But mistake mafata you haven't truly found out which path you should take. Somehow can say maybe you think without these people like Walungu, Nanguwa, Mukwani, you have some potential, and the advice I give you is I think mningidema kwata kota or retreat, you silent a bit and find yourself and come back in a better way. About Walungu and Apinde, a picture of Zambia is not anything that is going to help you. But I feel you are a voice that can organize the youth in Zambia and rally find a new face of a new generation of ideas. Otherwise, a blessed person tamwakwata favor to opashiri mulanda vechinga freely. So that's really my way. Then the lesson ni para correspond.
Not totally. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, so I was responding, and I will continue. I will not pick up phone call. I picked that one because I had not put it on silent, so it made noise. So anyway, now I was just saying that, you know, somebody was saying move away from PF, but I know another person would also say move away from UPND. So the middle ground that I take is from this lady that said, you know, don't talk about PF, don't talk about UPND. I hear you, my sister, but what I'm trying to say is that the problem that is there with politics, especially with us small political parties, is that you somehow need to align yourself to some big forces. This is what I've come to discover. It is very difficult to be on your own without the support of others. It is just difficult. It is very, very difficult. And one of the main issues that is there is the issue of resources, which, you know, somehow somebody said, you know, sometimes the way you come out like you are just there for self-aggrandizement. You are just there for resources. You're just there for money. And maybe this is why even people say, you know, when you say this, they say, no, you are paid by this one, you are paid by this one. The truth of the matter is that in politics, you need resources. And when you become a politician, it is very difficult for you to do either business or to work, unless you are a politician, a low-key politician. But a prominent politician like myself, it is very difficult. Because for me, for example, I was running a computer company, like I told you, and I had many clients in Zambia. What used to happen is that when my name grew, it was difficult for me to engage with my clients. My clients started withdrawing because in certain cases I would speak against the government and my clients were being followed, or sometimes they were even just scared by themselves. So I lost a number of clients because of my involvement in politics, because a number of business, even if they are supporting you, even if they agree with you, they don't want to have that political tag. So it becomes difficult to do business. And then secondly, it becomes difficult even for you to be employed. If you cannot own a business and do business with certain people, what about working? What about working? Because some of you say, no, you look for a job, It is difficult for a politician, unless a low-key politician. But a prominent politician, it's very, very difficult. It's very difficult. So at the end of the day, we rely on, you know, the help that comes from those that support us, or the connections that we have, the political connections that we have. And this has been my problem. And I agree with this man who said that, you know, you are trying to find a balance. You're trying to find a balance. You're trying to survive. You are very right. That is very true. That is very true. Yes, you want to do politics. You want to offer checks and balances. You want to speak about justice. You want to speak about fairness. You want to speak about progressiveness. But you find that sometimes the people that what you want to speak about may not be in agreement with what, you know, that connection that you have. That connection that you have. So, to be honest with you, sometimes, I mean, I hold back. I want to say something, but I hold back because if I talk, the person that I'm going to talk about is the guy that I'm expecting that will help me financially. This is the truth. This is just the truth. This is just the truth. And I'm telling you, you can talk about principle, but believe you me, being in politics, I've come to realize that survival comes before principle. Survival comes before principle. You can say, no, you have to be principled, you have to be principled. My friend, you can say like that when things are okay with you. But when you have a situation whereby abana balingira okuya ku skulu ng'eyi January yaisa, abana balingira okuya ku maskulu, and you need to pay, and mumotoka yobe nga nawe ukata motoka, if you even have a car, you know, you don't have fuel. It becomes very difficult, very, very difficult. And me, I'm telling you, before all of you here, I'm telling you, that is one of my challenges. That is one of my challenges. So I am responding to say, detach yourself from these political parties. I am saying, I would love that. I would love that. But unfortunately, sometimes I find it difficult because somehow you need the connection. Sometimes it's not about resources. Sometimes baku ikatange feel, by UPND baku ikata. And for me, you know, it's both sides. When I was in Muliba PF, you remember at one point, I'll give you an example. I was arrested. I was arrested for speaking against Hakainde Hichilema's treason case. When I was arrested, it is PF that arrested me. But UPND, because they are a big establishment, they came in with lawyers. So how could I have said no at that point? How could I have said no? They came in, I needed them. So they helped me to come out. And when I came out, I continued speaking for UPND and speaking for Hakainde Hichilema. Because, you know, unfortunately, I mean, you know, and afterwards, of course, UPND, when UPND did something wrong, again, I would criticize them. When I criticize them, but PF bound for win, okay? And when I'm faced with an attack, you find that by PF, they come in to help. So I find myself in this in-between kind of, because look, by UPND, I gave an example recently on my assault case. By UPND, they were arresting me, and I went to them, please guys, forgive me for all these cases. Not forgive me is the wrong word. Forgive me is when you have done something wrong. But I said, can free me from these cases. But UPND could not free me. And they ended up even convicting me on assault. And who came to help? Edgar Lungu. You see? Who came to help? It's Edgar Lungu. And of course, you know, it's just nature. You warm up to that one who is being nice to you. But then, along the way, you find that, I mean, this person, yes, has warmed up to you. But, what do you do? You find problems also. So, this one is very difficult. If I had resources that are looking at just Rufatayari, not linked to UPND, not linked to PF, frankly speaking, I think I would be a better politician. I will be very honest. If I had that kind of support that is detached from UPND, detached from PF, I would be a better person. But most of the times I find myself, at one point, Ganalande Filipari wa PF, by UPND, they are sympathetic. If I'm attacked by PF, by UPND come to my rescue. If I'm attacked by UPND, by PF come to my rescue. Though, of course, you are right. I am more aligned to PF. I am more aligned to PF. The question is, are they more aligned to me or they are more of users? That is the question. Because really, what I'm seeing, what I'm experiencing around this time, anyway, that is what then there is another point of, you know, boasting. No, when you say, me, I can do this, I can do this. Unfortunately, my brother, politics, in politics, you don't have to wait for people to come and tell you, you're doing good. You have to make them realize, unfortunately, it is like that in my politics. My politics, modesty or humility, you must make people realize to say, look, I am actually doing this, I'm actually doing this. You must speak out. You must speak out. So sometimes if I come out like I'm boasting, it's not really boasting, but it's just making people realize to say, I mean, I'm not that useless. I'm not that useless because I want to sometimes valalava. Because like in here, level agenda, na valalava mo. Nabalaba, they think that they are the ones that were running it and they can run it. But I want, sometimes you need to remind people to say you are also a force. So, sorry for that, but I'll try to be modest in the way that I come out. But just that sometimes I need to point out to say hello, because sometimes I want to, you find that muntu akupela ka 5 pin. And ka 5 pin akupela, he wants to think that, you know, he has helped you. And yet, you have done much more somewhere in your advocacy. Advocacy costs money. Advocacy costs. When you put up an advert in the newspaper or on ZNBC, how much do you pay? Just 30 seconds to put up an advert on ZNBC. You may have to pay 30 pin. 30 pin so. But me, I come here to talk about you 1 hour, and convincing many people. Na tukirwa pono kutukwa. Ero ya waisa mpela 5 pin, and you are kwa chiwanja itaunja ile. If anything, you are the one who has benefited more than I have benefited. So, yeah. Anyway, trying to find a balance, UPND, why not join? This is a very good point. Why not join UPND? Or why not join PF? This is my problem, my brother. You are very right. I do contemplate this. I do contemplate, even this time around. Even this time around, I was thinking to say, maybe I should just join UPND. I did. This time around, trust me, I contemplated this. These few days, I did contemplate that. Because even last time, you know, UPND wanted me to join completely. They wanted me to join. But I was like, no, I don't want to join. So you are right to say, why don't I just join UPND? And I've actually been, you know, I'm very critical of Felix Mutati. I am very critical of Felix Mutati, even Never Smumba. I'm very critical of them. But trust me, these past few days, they have made me think to say, maybe they are smarter politicians than I am. Frankly speaking, this time around, I want you to know, when I've been sitting here thinking about my political life and everything, I've been thinking to say, maybe these people that I criticize, they are actually smarter politicians than I am. But Felix Mutati, maybe he's actually a smarter politician than I am. But Never Smumba, maybe he's actually a smarter politician than I am. Even now, my political father, maybe he's smarter than I am. Because, look, here I am. Here I am. I do so much, you know, try to align myself with PF. But PF, they are in opposition. And yes, I don't get, people think that I get so much. No. I mean, look where I am. Look what I'm going through. Look what I'm going through. You think what I'm going through is nice? No, it's not. It's not. I am struggling as it were. January na isha paso awana wale akuma school. I mean, it's a problem. It's really a problem. I've got my wife in Ethiopia. It's a problem. But you know, you find that the PF, if through the connections of a PF or whoever, if somebody gives you a 10 pin, they feel like no, Vale Kusunga, you are okay, and you owe them everything. But no, there is much more about my life. There is much more about my life, you know. Of which, maybe, if you join the UPND, I mean, you get a job like Tabukawana. You'll be in Zambia, you'll be working and whatever. And if you never UPND, people will be complaining like somebody was saying, no, but UPND, it's true. And I speak for you. But at the end of the day, how do I survive? These are realistic questions. You are right. You are telling me, it's true, but and for me, you want me to speak for you. But here I am in exile with bills that I need to pay. And somehow, I mean, I need to survive. Somehow I need to survive. How do I survive? So sometimes, maybe, you know what, some of these things, you just You just say, to hell, and you move this other way. But then, what takes me back is when I thought of Vamumbipiri. Now, for example, today, I joined UPND. What do I say about Vamumbipiri? You see, my brother, you see my problem. What do I say about Vamumbipiri? If today I joined UPND, what do I say about Vamumbipiri? Because all of us, we know that Vamumbipiri is not supposed to be in jail. But today Vamumbipiri is in jail. So suppose I was in UPND, I've joined UPND, what was I going to say about Vamumbipiri? These are some of the challenges that I have. I hope I've touched a number of them, and then we'll see. Let me pick some more calls. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Am I through to the program?
Yes, please. You are through.
Okay, thank you very much. I think for me, I would say that you have a very great personality. But where I feel that you miss is, I think, your judgment on issues and also the spirit of defending. What I mean is that there are issues that you go to explain without considering the participants. You know, Mr. Tayari, politics is about interests, and people invest so much in these interests. So when you are talking about certain issues, you must know the way you navigate. Okay?
Are you able to give me an example? Can you pick up an example of an issue, for example, to say like such an issue so that we can contextualize properly?
Do you remember the issue of the temples when the UPND was in opposition?
Yes.
Okay? That is one issue I can pick up. How you come out, just like the other caller would say, how you come out on issues like it becomes so personal, such that people are not happy with you. Then the other thing is that I think we have not concentrated so much to talk about your political party and what you stand for and what you are going to do. That also has been an issue. It's like you have spent most of the time preparing for PF. At some point for UPND, you are not identified as a politician on your own. You have not been identified. I want to put it to you, Mr. Tayari, that 90% of the politicians, actually, they don't even make it. People that have made it in politics are people with good judgment. I will give an example of Michael Sata. Michael Sata, when he started his politics, he was very loyal to Dr. Kaunda until to the end. When he joined the MMD, he was very loyal to FTJ. Now, let me say this, that you see, you have to make sure that you set or you understand what you want. I'll give you an example. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, yes. You know, when President Prosech came in and joined the political, politics, you find a lot of people who were in politics. But the man was very clear of what he wanted. And he was speaking about these things in his political party time and ago until people were convinced. That is what politics is all about. It's not about you to stand for this person because today there is an injustice. Injustice always will be there in politics. But you have to identify yourself. Where do you, who are you, and what is it that you want? You know? Yes, today you can talk about Madam Mumbipili. I'll take you back that Madam Mumbipili, despite her agenda, some of the things that she's in today, that are only wishes. You know, when the Honorable Maiteta was arrested, it was Madam Mumbipili who was involved, claiming that those people went to spoil her back. That was what was in court. When Lawrence Banda was killed in Kaoma, it was the same Madam Mumbipili through her mouth confessing that this guy actually wanted to steal a bag from her again. And the young man was killed. So some of these things, this is the bed that was laid, and now she's sleeping on it. You know? So how you do things is very important. Your PF, let me say this. My PF, you find that they come today and they cry as if they are angels. And yet these are the devils who are just now burning in hell because of what they were doing. You see? So for me, my advice to you, my brother, is that you can make it in politics, but to play your cards well, because that is what politics demand.
Yeah, I tell you. You see, like he has spoken that, yeah, the way you take things like you are passionate and, yeah, I mean, that's what makes me me. That's what makes me me. You know, I am passionate. When I pick something, I run with it. I run with it, especially when I'm convinced. And he has said, you know, like Sata, he stayed with PF until the end. You know, then MMD until the end. And this is something that I'm looking at, and I appreciate that it's coming out. I'm looking at, because really this is somehow that is I think it's a kind of politics of Mutati. It's the kind of politics of Mutati. He runs with it until the end, starts it until the end. I think where my problem comes in is where I see something that is negative, you know, with whoever, okay, like the issue of Mwaliteta. I was supporting PF when Mwaliteta was arrested. I was supporting PF. I was supporting Edgar Lungu. I was at the center of supporting PF. But when Mwaliteta was arrested, I spoke against that. I didn't agree with it. I didn't agree with it. Equally, this time around, Mumbipili, she may have her own faults, but then, I mean, let's be just. Let's be just. If she has committed the crime, let that crime be the crime that she's punished for. Not to fabricate a crime and fix her, because at one point she said this, at another point she said this, and then you fabricate a case and fix on a person. For me, these are issues that I struggle with. That even if I'm supporting UPND, okay, like at this point, if I'm supporting UPND, I think I would be struggling within myself to accept that as justice. I would be struggling, you know. So, but I get your point. Support until the end. Support until the end. Maybe I need to adopt that, you know, just if support until the end, and not to, you know, come out no matter what happens, you just like ignore. No, you just like ignore. I think this is where I have a problem to just to stomach some of these negativity, whether in PF, whether on Edgar Lungu, whether on UPND or whether on HH, maybe I should learn, like, you know, somebody was telling me that sometimes friendship costs, friendship has a cost. Somebody was just telling me that, you know, so sometimes you may not agree with a friend, but because he's your friend, you just keep quiet. Maybe this is something that I need to develop. I think maybe I need to develop that. To look away. I will try to do that. I will try to do that. Anyway, I think for tonight we can end there. I've gotten some of your points, and I hope you understand me as well. But let's see what happens. Thank you very much. May God bless you, and may God bless Zambia. Good night.
Alright, that's all for you today, lovely viewers. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about the video you just watched in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you, lovely viewers. Once again, I go by the name of Mutati Mpundu. I love you, peace, I gotta go.